It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Kaepernick now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Powerful running. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 5. Here's White. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
For the extra point.
Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D lineman to make the play.
Garoppolo now. Screen play, McKinnon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
To Jerick McKinnon. And 8
Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a second-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. It's Garoppolo. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
6-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive, and that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
James White.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on first down. It's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
18-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Going on the ground, it's White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a carry for White, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And it's 21-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Garoppolo again. Completes it to Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now it's timeout taken.
That's good.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
47-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And this is going to be... He caught. He won the fight for the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Shot before half for Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Pettis now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game. They just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Patriots take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Second and 10.
Now Kaepernick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and now it's second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the end of...
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Devin McCourty on.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, San Francisco.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, Garoppolo looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Jerick McKinnon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Garoppolo leaves for McKinnon on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Garoppolo's.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smart. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's a throw to the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looks to throw once more. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This will be caught at about the 5. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Trent Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gold lining up.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.